Hello, Christopher, my Stamp Lady, and I'm here to show you this cute little fry box die that is in the new Stampin' Up! Catalog. And then this is one of the really darling little hostess sets that I'll be using today. Okay, to start out, I've already cut this, the basic shape out with the fry box die, and it's through the Big Shot. And then I need to just fold the score lines. So the two sides are really easy, they're just straight lines. And then to do the bottom curve, you just kind of run your fingers along that, and that will get that curve for you. And then you'll have a curve on the other side also. So then when it all goes together, you place the front shorter flap inside of the back one, and that's how it'll go together. But before I put this together, I'm going to stamp from the Hostess set Hello Love. I'm going to stamp the sun with Versamark, so it's just going to be a subtle background image, and we're going to go right off to the side there, and that will dry and get darker as it dries. It'll get darker and show up more. Okay, so then the next step is to I'm going to go ahead and put this together. This is a perfect time to use the fast fuse. So let's just pull that along the edge. And again on this side, oops, got to do that little check mark to break that adhesive. I like to set it up right just up against the bottom or a flat surface so that that edge along the bottom meets up, and then it'll help it so it stands up nice and flat. Okay, and let's do the other side. The fast fuse is a little stronger adhesive, so it's going to hold those, especially like this on 3D images, it's going to hold those sides a little bit better. And that's how quickly that comes together. And you have your little French fry box. Okay, so then my next step, I'm going to pull in my white paper. I use this fun bird on the arrow, but the arrow, I didn't want this little fringe to show up, and so it does show up just a bit. So what I'm going to do is just cover up or mask off this part because I don't want it to show up. And then we'll ink that up with our black. Just don't forget to remove this, otherwise you'll get a big black blob. And I'll just stamp that there. Take the 1 3/8 inch punch, circle punch, and I'm just going to punch that out. There we go. We're going to just put that end kind of like that. There we go. Now when I stamp my sentiment, which says, "Oh, happy day," I don't want the O because it was just a little bit too tall. So while I'm inking it up, I'm going to just cover up that O, ink this up with Strawberry Slush. Go, removing that little tape, and we're going to stick that right. Okay, so I've stamped the part of the sentiment that says "Happy Day," and I'm going to punch this out with the banner punch, just like that, and then I will set this aside. Okay, I'm going to quickly use the blendabilities, the Daffodil Delight blendabilities, to color in my bird. I like how quick it is to color with the alcohol markers, and you can do a lot of blending and a lot of stuff with them. I'm just going to do some basic coloring really quick for this little treat favor, and then we'll take the middle color, the middle shade, and add a little bit of shading down at the bottom, and then I'll use that darker for the little end here. There we go. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm just adding a little bit of color to that bird. With the label bracket punch, I punched out a Daffodil Delight shape, and I'm going to mount that. Oops, gotta break that back in the French fry box. And I'm going to use some more of that fast fuse on here because I like the way that this is a little stronger adhesive. And we'll just mount that straight to the front. Take a little bit of the thick Strawberry Slush twine. Love the thick twine, it's so much fun. And I'm just going to tie a bow around the top of the French fry box here. Okay, so then there's that bow. I am going to pull in the There we go. My little piercing pad, and with my paper piercer, just pierce a hole at the top of my sentiment banner. And let's push a little bit of the white baker's, the thin baker's twine in through there and pull that through. Pull back in my little box, and I'm just going to go underneath the bow here. Putting one, oh, that's the top, so I want to put the bottom underneath. Oh, I'm going to put this one underneath here, coming up through the bottom. And then my other one I'm just going to tuck underneath the bow and the tail and tie a little knot, and that's just going to keep my sentiment where I want it under the bow. I'm just doing a double knot here. Then all I have to do there is just trim off the white part. There we go. And then I can tuck it underneath, get some, let's pull that thicker twine up a little bit so it's sitting around the top part. And there you go. Look at that. Isn't that a fun, happy day little box? I have taken one of the small cello bags, put some candy in there, and tied that off with a little bit of the strawberry baker's twine. And wouldn't that be fun to put, maybe if you do for birthdays at the office, or just to give somebody a little treat? You can make up these little cute little French fry boxes. If you have any questions about what I've done, don't hesitate to contact me, Chris at mystamplady.com. And thanks for watching.